Hey y'all, today we are going to talk about like terms and combining terms. So the first thing that you need to make sure you understand is what is a term. So a term is any number or grouping of numbers separated by plus and minus signs. So let's go ahead and write an example at the top of our page of a big long expression or an equation, and let's figure out what the terms are in that expression. So let's write down 2x plus 4, open parentheses, 3x plus 2, close parentheses, minus 8 equals 3, open parentheses, 2x minus 4 plus 7. So a big long equation up there. But we're not going to work this equation out. We're just looking to figure out the terms. So let's talk about the two different types of terms that we have. We have coefficients. Coefficients. Think about the first part of that word, co. Co is something that depends on another thing. So a coefficient is going to be a number with a letter. And remember, letters are called variables. So coefficients, this type of term, is going to have a number and a letter. So you could say 3x. That is a coefficient because that coefficient is the 3. The x is the variable. It works together. That is a coefficient. So 3x, you could have 2z. You could have anything that has a number and a letter together. That is one term because it is stuck together. Let's look at the second one, a constant. A constant is a plain number all by itself, a constant. So that would be like 4, that would be like saying 3, anything that's a number by itself. So let's look back at this big equation that we did up top just to kind of reference this and figure it all out. So like terms. Terms are anything separated by plus and minus signs. So this is a term. That 2x is one term altogether because it's separated. There's a plus sign that stops it from the whole rest of the problem. Okay, this whole piece is a term. That 4, the parentheses, the 3x plus 2 parentheses, this is one big term because this whole entire section before it has been distributed is separated by a plus sign there and a minus sign there. Because that 4 is stuck to the parentheses, that plus sign acts as one big term until we distribute it. This 8, this constant, is one term because it's separated by a minus sign there. 3, parenthesis, 2x minus 4, this is one big term. It's all stuck together because when you have that parentheses there, it says this goes together. And then that 7, that constant, is by itself. It's separated. It is a term. So combining like terms. Let's combine some like terms. Let's go ahead and look at number 1. I have 2x plus 4 plus 7x plus 11. So the first thing we are going to do is circle the constants. We'll go back. A constant is a plain number all by itself. So that 4 is by itself, and that 11 is by itself. And you always take the sign that is on the left. So notice that I included the plus signs on both of those. So underline the coefficients. Remember, coefficients are numbers with variables side by side. So underlining the coefficients with the variable, that 2x and that 7x. Now we're going to simplify. We are going to combine these like terms. So 2x and 7x makes 9x. 4 and 11 makes, both of those are positive, 15. Now, notice that I wrote the variable before the constant. So I have 9x, that coefficient, plus the constant, 15. You always want to put your variables in the front of your constants. So let's try number 2. Circle the constants. We have a positive 5 as a constant, and we have a positive 1 as a constant. Underline the coefficients with their variables. So we have a 6x and we have a 2x. Now, let's combine those things to solve this. So we have 6x and 2x. We want to make sure we put the coefficients with variables up front. 6x and 2x makes 8x. 5 and 1 plus 6. So you have simplified and combined your like terms. Let's look at number 3. There's some minus signs in here, so we need to make sure that we are paying attention to that. Circle the constants with a sign in front of it. The constants. So constants, let's go back and reference up here. Constants, a plain number all by itself. So that positive 3. And notice that I'm going to take that negative with this 8. You always take the sign in front of it. Now, underlining the coefficients. When we underline our coefficients, we take that sign in front of it as well. Negative 5x, negative 2x. So when I'm combining these to write my answer, my simplified answer, take that sign in front of it. So negative 5 and negative 2 makes negative 7x. Now looking at your constants, you have a positive 3 and a negative 8. Positive 3 and negative 8 together make negative 5. So simplifying, negative 5x plus 3 minus 2x minus 8 would become negative 7x minus 5. And let's look at the last one. Circle the constants with the sign in front of it. So the constants are numbered by themselves. Negative 7 and positive 4. Underline the coefficients with their variables and the sign in front of it. 16x. And we know that there's not a sign in front of that, so we automatically know it's positive. Okay, we're going to write our coefficients with variables first. There's nothing to combine with 16x, so it gets to just be itself. Negative 7 plus 4. Negative 7 takes over, so minus 3. And this is how you combine like terms. Have a great day.